interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Rivers completes it to Benjamin. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A toss play, Gordon. Bashad Breeland, the one that got him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is caught by Williams. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
You get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A 20-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's remind everyone what we have to look forward to in tomorrow's action in the AFC. We've got the 4-5 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns squaring off against the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers. they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Rivers. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Got his man, it's Williams. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down, Rivers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rivers again. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Taken in at the 11. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And now here comes Kansas City. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot?
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, but it's going to be second down. Once again, they come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. They'll throw again. Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A first throw here for the backup, Taylor. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Taylor to throw. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, boys. Bring it in.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs, but this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
And stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. But at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep going. The game plan is put in there for a reason.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Taylor, complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 30 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. Going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Taylor. He's got his man. It's Williams.
Let's go. Do it.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Open man is Cantrell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. And caught by Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing again, it's Taylor.
That was a route run, not just with...
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wells. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. Now Benjamin. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So now Tyrod Taylor and the Chargers down by 5. A little under 30 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Taylor to throw. Gets it to Gordon. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.